Quay. Hi, Reverend. 3:24 p.m. It's still the 13th of June, 2025. I'm still trying to get my videos so I can send them out and label them like crazy. And I'm coming across other videos on there that are scaring the crap out of me. This one I'll probably send over to my therapist just for the hell of it. You ever came across Tennessee Brando? Yeah, he's checking some of the stuff out on YouTube, scaring the shit out of him. Past few days there was a news conference out in Florida, Broward County. Sheriff over there is gun happy. He wants to shoot people. You do anything to piss them off and they'll kill you. I gotta send you the clip on this one. I found that news clipping there. And what he said, the sheriff. Apparently, Reverend, we are so much in guano it's not even funny. And it's scaring the hell out of everybody. But it's also making law enforcement try to sound like they're bigger, badder, and they know what the hell they're doing, and we should follow this, and yada 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 yada. Comply or else we shoot you dead. It's that simple. Maybe a long time ago I would have been royally going on my ear on this one. Maybe there was a different time and I actually felt it and encouraged myself to being totally sane over here and said, how dare they, and yada 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 yada, and go off with it. I'm not quite so sure. What changed? What changed? I mean, hell, when I started some of these videos, I thought I was going to be going a little bit lunacy, but I'm trying to keep a composure of sorts, a level of calm, instead of going thermonuclear at this point. Well, when you got a sheriff who's threatening violence, not even the sheriffs we got out here in California are going to be doing that. They're not that gun happy. They don't want people to be shot. They got too much paperwork. It's not the bureaucracy. They don't want to do it, period. I mean, they're there to keep the peace. Yeah, they'll shoot if they have to, but they don't want to be that crazy and hurt people like that. I mean, y'all unfortunately, we still got yahoos in the LAPD will do that too. Maybe we do get those kind of yahoos, but they just haven't shown a face in LAPD or LA sheriff to do that, or even have the mayor back that up. They'd rather not. My experience in dealing with LA and sheriff, I've lived in this state all my life, Reverend. I lived in this state all my life. I'd seen cops go crazy. I'd seen other cops not give a hoot and put themselves on trial and damn near destroy a town because a trial went bad. Or acquitted the officers and then the town went nuts and then damn near got destroyed. Portions of it. Changed the officers around to get discipline and keep themselves in check, and we didn't have those issues. I didn't even have any sheriffs wanting, but on some occasions, yeah, they did get forceful at times. And yeah, we have also underground officers that in the sheriff's and PD had formed groups. And when they were found out about it, they got publicity chewing them up, and then they got police board chewing up the chief of police, county supervisors chewing up the sheriff's department. We had accountability going on in the state of California, in the city of Los Angeles, in the county of Los Angeles. I'm in Kern. I don't know about these. I don't know about them, but I know L.A. LA's still my home. I'm living outside of this thing, but I still want to be back home. And I don't even recognize certain portions of my own city anymore. It changed landscapes and changed everything else, and it's still changing a hell of a lot. But They're not scaring me that badly until I heard about an Armenian biker gang. Yeah, I read about that in the LA Times. They're doing a story about it past month or two. And accumulated with this one long story about Armenian gangsters trying to kill each other in the past couple of years in the San Fernando Valley. That changes me and my perspective a great deal. They were trying to kill each other. But they weren't trying to destroy neighborhoods. When I hear a sheriff, no matter which particular county or state, who's going to be threatening body bags, when he's going to be threatening to notify family or next to kin, because they were willing to pull the trigger. It makes me nervous enough out here in Kern County. Now, I know they love the Second Amendment. They talk on social media, the town does. But I haven't heard any other kind of response coming from any other towns of what they think, they feel about it. But I do know that regarding this No King thing happening tomorrow, they're going to be doing it in Tehachapi. They're going to be doing it in Bakersfield. They're sure as hell ain't doing it in Rosamond. That's for damn sure. I may find some pens if I had them somewhere around here. Markers. Get some cardboard. I got plenty of that. Stick a sign saying No King's Day. See how that goes. Or quite frankly, do it in the middle of the night. Just stick up a sign and put it somewhere. Because I can't stand Trump, and I can't stand those that follow his ass. I don't want to give the bastard that leeway. I don't want to give anybody else that much of a leeway. I sure as hell don't want to be put in that situation either. I don't know what Kern's going to do. I know what LA will do. It'll be hot as hell tomorrow, and there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to deal with that shit, and the way my dog's been going. I know, it sounds like excuses. I should be getting past the damn thing. Yeah, well, I have to take care of what I got to take care of back here as well. My dog's been fussing all day last night. But she's not in pain. She's just wanting attention more and more. She's feeling the stench and stress in the air. She's feeling the isolation happening. And she don't like it. She really, really does not like it. I don't blame the dog. I blame everybody else what's happening these days. And that's the thing about it, Reverend. I mean, every time I keep putting the thing out there saying, guys, take responsibility, accountability, and transparency. We did this to ourselves. Every time I keep running into an independent out there, they're not saying it. Neither is corporate or anybody else for that matter. Why do I have this kind of viewpoint? Now, if we did have low election turnouts, it's because we did this to ourselves. And through the Electoral College, if it did make Trump get into office, we did this to ourselves. We did this to ourselves, Reverend. We screwed things up. And we don't even have the decency to accept it, to acknowledge it, to own it, and do something about it. But they're doing something about it. They're protesting like crazy. Good. That's good. That's good. They're doing something about it. I'm talking about being accountable. Holding yourself accountable to this damn shit. I voted against him. But I feel like I didn't do enough to encourage others not to vote in office. There's the other thing. It may have been fated that he's supposed to be coming in office to cause this chaos and confusion. I don't know how the hell this thinking works. But I feel like I failed. I failed, Robert. And it's hard for me to accept it. Some things are indeed powerless. I'm powerless over people, places, things, and events a great deal. And this is one of those things. That I'm seeing all the anger and hatred flowering. And it's been there since a hell of a long while. There's no way I had control over it. None. It's like I have to keep asking, demanding, pleading to God. I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Tried to prevent it, but it couldn't be done. Tried to stick my finger in so many damn dike holes, but I can only have so many fingers, and there's too many of the stuff, and it just was overwhelming. It just busted right through. Trying to stop a calamity. There was not enough fingers to put into the holes. Not enough people to do it. And we did this shit to ourselves. But I had no control over other people who feel like they must shoot people because they've got this thing up their ass regarding Second Amendment rights, and they have to be the ones with the guns with the power. I say they're doing law and order. No, it's about ego. They're going to be following laws. There should have been another way to enforce it, not encouraging others to be targets. And they're creating the targets by mentioning it. As if magically by air, they're creating it through their own gasps of things going through their throat and their mind, and they expel it from them. And then it happens. And they're creating their own damn problems. They have their own problems happening. And yet I feel like I claim responsibility. I'm part of the problem, not part of the solution. And I feel like I failed one way or another. And I'm tearing myself apart over this damn shit. It's one thing when I wake up, broken down bed, wants to kill me every single time I lay on the damn thing. The only place I got to sleep on. And I wake up and I'm seeing my dog having a conniption fit. I don't want to go after her. But I reach out there and just try to pet her and calm her down. Cover her back up with the blanket again. She's going to keep me up all night. Fine. So I'm going to get a little bit of sleep here and a little bit of sleep there. Maybe I can accumulate it so I can deal with it throughout the rest of the night. But this is the thing I chose. This is what I chose. This is my chaos and confusion I chose every single day. When I'm dealing with my dog, being a caregiver to a dog that's losing her mind. And eventually one day she's going to be gone. And yeah, it makes me trapped in a house with a lot of bugs all over the damn place. Bug war on a constant basis. And the lifestyle I've got right now. Choices I've made in my own life. Debt collectors calling after me, dude. No way I can pay them. No way. And what they can do there is garnish. That's the only thing they can do at this point. But you going to do? Throw me in jail? That's taxpayer jail. Simplest damn thing is garnish it until the day I die. And no, I'm not planning on keeling over just yet. Just deal with survival the rest of the day, rest of my life. I don't know what else to do. So what happens if you don't put in the paperwork in time? Or put in the paperwork period and you get nailed on it. You start getting letters from your state trying to get it fixed, but they don't want the money. They don't have. So that's the thing weighing on me. That's my monkey on my back. Then I see the Trump shit happening more and more. I don't know what's worse, Trump or a damn financial monkey on my back. Or let alone mama needs something and I can't get it. I can't take care of her enough. So now I'm having that kind of an issue. What else is new? Monday I'm going to be busy. Monday I hope I'm going to be busy taking care of things about this stuff and others. Because it is the Army, I could celebrate them, but I hadn't celebrated the Army for a long while. I'm not an Army brat. And in a few weeks it'll be July 4th. My question to you, Reverend, how am I supposed to be dealing about my country if my country is trying to kill me? Or trying to make my life a living hell? On a day like that, on July 4th, we're supposed to be surrounded everything in the bunting and the flag waving and the shirt waving and all the red, white, and blue milk of magnesia stuff to throw up on. Or it could have been Pepto-Bismol. But this is the Trump's Pepto-Bismol thrown up on us. All this stuff getting directed, misdirected, and making us feel like sick to our stomachs. Is this accumulation, or is this something else that he's doing that we're not aware of, that we have to be paranoid about? Holy crap. Tell you the truth, I don't know. I don't honestly know. So I'm just having conniption fits over the damn thing. I feel like we're so much in guano, it's not even funny. And yet, here we are. And I did my DoorDash. I got grub to eat. I managed to get some food for another 3 or 4 more days for my dog to deal with. And me. Split up hamburger patties and chicken pieces with each other. Get a whole chicken to split between me and a dog. Ramen noodles works. I get sick and tired of ramen noodles, but sometimes you have to. Rice works, but I'm saving that for the dog mostly. My therapist says I should be taking care of myself. I'm more worried about her than I am about me. She was worried whether I'm going over the deep end. Well, shit, I don't know. I'm probably snorkeling right about now. People, maybe there's a few people that still wonder whether or not I'm still alive or not, and wondering if I'm doing okay. I don't know. I should be showing this one to show my anxiety level. I got clippers in my. Actually, I got a beard trimmer full of fresh batteries. Who knows? Maybe for a birthday present, I'll shave the shit off. Congratulations, gas bag. I'm showing my real face without this crap on. Yeah, this is a real McCoy here, but sometimes I get sick and tired of chewing on my beard, waking up in the morning and I got this thing stuck in my mouth. It's not as angled as yours. It's not angled. It's just a lot of hair. A lot of hair in here I like to get rid of when I can afford it. Everything's budgeted. Everything's budgeted. Have to keep it up in here. Got the bills and gave me an idea what the hell I need to pay. As long as I got enough coming in from the social to pay things off. I struggle with what I've got. I deal with it. I can't deal with what the gas bag's doing to everything else that's making that harder and harder to deal with. It's not just utilities or entertainment stuff that's outrageous enough as it is. The energy bill is enough as it is, and horrendous to worry about. No, 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 no. The food prices at this point going skyrocketing. Yeah, I know, I know. I heard about the thing he said earlier. He was going to lower prices down, and what's he do? Trade war. We didn't pay attention. We didn't want to pay attention. Now we got this to deal with. What else is new? Florida is still having their own legal problems. The Governor DeSantis. Yeah, you check this one out. You got to check this one out. A long while he never liked the immigrants. He was on a anti-immigrant thing. He was shipping people out left and right. He's taking them from different states and shoving them over to the blue states and sanctuaries and overloading them. And he's making his mark during the political shit. Last few years, he was trying to do that and getting himself caught up in other financial situations where he's embarrassed as hell. He's on his last term. He's on his last few years. He's gone out. He's done politically. Tried the presidential, bankrupted his ass. But no, this one piece of legislature dealt with working. Oh yeah, try this one. Try this one. All the stuff they have the quote-unquote legal immigrants doing, if they're gone, who takes over? Kids. Children. Under certain lowered ages. Lower than 18. You do your schoolwork, but you're supposed to go out there and work a full-time job, get maybe 1 or 2 hours of work, and then study your ass off in school. But you still have to work full-time. There was a legislation, I think about 12 or 13 would have been the startup age, for kids to work their asses off, taking the places of the immigrants, of manual labor of adults. And it was going through the House, their House, and then they got their own Senate. But the Senate said, so what I've been hearing is they just tabled the damn thing. Put it in the drawer and they're not going to touch it. Until there was a legislative time limit reached, and it just died. And by that time, the legislative period to have and craft new bills, well, that passed, so they got to wait till their legislation starts up again. Which will be maybe about, I don't know. I don't know what their period is. Ours is on a constant basis. I mean, we don't have a cutoff legislative. I mean, if there is a bill supposed to have a certain time limit, but they can always revitalize it and throw it back in again, revitalized and redrafted. But I guess some states have a time limit on how many months or years they have to wait until the next legislation comes through. And Texas sucks. Texas sucks. People want to go out to Florida and move over there. I'm staying in California. If anything happens over here, I'll deal with it. If we happen to get shaken up like crazy, then we get shaken up like crazy. We get split up, then we get split off. I'm staying in California. Do I like it? No, this is home. I'm still a native of LA. I don't want to leave it either. But I sure as hell hate seeing some of the stuff happening these days. It's scaring the hell out of me. But I can't help it. I love this town and this state too damn much. I'm diehard. And I'm not taking that back. Yeah, did I ever travel? Maybe. Maybe in my youth. But as an old fart? If I go over to the mailbox and come right back, that's traveling. Before Ma had her issues, well, getting too damn old, cranky, blind, deaf, wanting so much. Yeah, I traveled, go to the schools. Stay the hell away from the damn medicals. And yeah, go to school, go to stores. But I think I lost a wanderlust when I lost my brother. I could do the schools because that's what I needed to do. But these days, seeing what the hell's happening, I don't know anymore. I'm getting too damn old and too damn tired. If there was something to interest me, hasn't popped up on the radar, at least not that I've recognized anyway. But, this is my bitch letter, I guess. Part of my language on that one. My gripe letter. But I needed to get this off my chest, Reverend. I'm sorry for taking up too much of your time. Or anybody else watching this thing. I just wasted a little bit of their time out of life. And all these things are scary as hell. But I hate seeing people who just want to kill people and have a taste for it. It's bad enough if I happen to go after computer games. I got many more massacring games here. I can massacre people left and right. You see the blood spurting out of the bodies. And the only two games that I don't see the blood spurt, at least in the Star Wars, once you neutralize your target, they fade. You're not running over collateral damage. You're not running over machinery. You're just running period and shooting and then see the guys disappear, and that's about it. And Star Trek Armada is the same thing too, except sometimes you do see the collateral damage ships or damage space stations or stuff. But you don't see the blood. You don't see the massacre. You do the massacre, but you don't see it. They go poof. But the other games I have, yeah, you see the body count. And the problem is the games I played also keep track of the body count. They call it a score. Hell of a time we're living in these days. Anyway, I had to get this off my chest, Reverend. Had to get this off my chest. We'll talk eventually, one of these here millenniums, I hope. Maltus.